Thanks for joining us here on 2K Sports for N. NBA basketball. Now look at Memphis' starting group. Filling in the perimeter slots, it's Smart and Bain. Jackson is out there with Brandon Clark. And it's Morant in at the 1. And for the Timberwolves, Edwards on the wing. He's joined by McDaniels. Rudy Gobert is out there with Julius Randle. And it's DiVincenzo in the point guard.
Good job by the D to stay with him and make that a tough 3.
Here we are, Greg, in Game 1 of the NBA season. How does opening night feel different from the rest of the season, the rest of the schedule?
Well, Kevin, it's the excitement of the unknown. Everybody comes in with the highest of expectations, right? You got new teammates, some new wrinkles, still a lot to figure out and shake out over the course of a long season.
Buries the long-range jumper.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
And for the Grizzlies, they come in off a good outing against the Los Angeles Lakers. Pass to Clark. Over Randle. And that one's good by Clark.
You got to know, this is Clark's skill set at this stage of his career. He takes quality shots when he's inside.
Now, here's DiVincenzo. Last game out, he had 14. 2 open that time. Made it look too easy.
Obviously, this guy has a talent for scoring. Able to problem solve for whatever the defense tosses at him.
After earning the number 2 seed in the 2023 playoffs, Richard, last season was a lost year because of all those injuries and other things in Memphis.
John Morant only played 9 games last year. Desmond Bain missed half the year. Marcus Smart out. lot of young talent and a very bright future.
Just 5 to shoot. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. Morant against Edwards. Smart passes to Bain. Right side, Smart. Rebounded by the Timberwolves.
Just enough resistance to force the miss. Barely. That's one he'll generally make.
You know, when Rudy Gobert is down low, it strikes fear into the opponent. This is a guy who has led the league in blocks and rebounds at different times. Inside the paint, he is just a nightmare to battle against.
Now here's Edwards. Coming in off a 21-point game his last outing. Here's DiVincenzo. To the left wing, and Gobert kicks to McDaniels. And there's the drive, and finally they hit one.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Morant finds Clark. Now here's Jackson. Bain with it. McDaniels defending. Clock at 4. Here's Morant. And then Morant slams it in.
And man, does Morant put on a show. He's got such insane athleticism.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sideline. What you got for us, DA?
Thank you, Kevin. Rudy Gobert continues to embrace the challenge of elite rim protection. He said competition is what it's about. Sometimes I'm going to get dunked on, and sometimes I'll get the block. But I'm not going to stop coming and doing what I do. I'll be there every time. Kevin?
David, just like you. Thanks so much.
A fantastic decision-making big. Randall with the right choice there, finding the open man.
Here's Morant. Kept alive.
And I love the way he uses his size there to make sure he gets that ball.
Edwards with it. Guarded now by Clark. Edwards, that's good.
And once Edwards gets a step on you, it's likely going to be a bucket or a foul or both.
Now here's Morant. His last outing with 20 points. And it's Jaden McDaniels with the foul. That's his first foul.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
Morant outside. Pass to Jackson. Shot clock at 6. And Morant gets it to go on the assist by Jackson. Morant's got 5 points so far. DiVincenzo passes to Edwards. Back to DiVincenzo. Randall outside. Fires for 3. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Smart against Edwards. Pass to Gobert. Over Clark. Up and in from the low block.
And the big man from France, Gobert, a menace around the rim.
Morant against Edwards. And that one's good. Morant's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
It's deflected. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Minnesota on top. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
So far, they haven't had to force anything. They're swinging the ball around and turning good passing into points.
And also, guys, they're out-muscling their opponent. The points in the paint are piling up because of that aggressiveness.
Edwards on the wing. He's joined by McDaniel. Gobert is out there with Julius Randle. And it's DiVincenzo in at the 1. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Timberwolves. Morant against Edwards. Morant kicks to Bain. Morant with the screen on McDaniel. And it's good for 2. Here's DiVincenzo. He's got 6. Even dating back to his high school days, Desmond Bane was overlooked as a prospect.
Yeah, he wasn't even ranked by any major recruiting services. That just lets you know that the scouts don't always get it right. Then he fell to the 30th pick in the 2020 draft. He's made a lot of teams regret passing on him.
Edwards, no good. And so it's Bane with it. He'll bring it up for Memphis. It's a 3-point game. Stolen by McDaniels. And now Minnesota on the fast break. Ball stolen. And now with the fast break, Smart with the ball. Looking for Clark, and he gets it there. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Just great anticipation and awareness to come up with the steal and then trigger the fast break.
Edwards looking it over. Pass to McDaniels. Good on the triple. McDaniels got 7 points in the game.
And they're right around 50% for the game on their threes, and they've only gotten better as the game's gone on.
Here's Morant. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
John Morant.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast. And
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
Years of technology, we've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Randall passes to DiVincenzo. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
The defense a step slow. You can see the result.
Bane sets the screen for Morant. And Morant throws it down.
Oh, he's got some hop. Morant, this man loves to attack the rim whenever he gets the chance. And when I mean any chance, I mean any chance.
And the foul on Marcus Smart. That'll be his second foul of the game.
That's his second foul here pretty early in this one. He's got to be careful for the rest of this half.
We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. It's Edwards on the wing. He has 7. McDaniels dishes to Randall. 5 to shoot. Here's Gobert. Got it. Good job in the low post. Gobert's got the lead up to 7 now for the Timberwolves.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
Nice shot by Smart.
And I like that they're not settling. Hitting the ball on the interior, 8 of their last 10 coming that way.
Morant against DiVincenzo. And the foul on Marcus Smart. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Great. What a great time to be a fan of basketball. Not just in the NBA, but all over the world.
Absolutely, Kevin. The sport just continues to grow, and there's increased value being placed on all-around skill, even in youth basketball. And I think that bodes well for the future of the game. Really, really good at recognizing the gaps and getting the ball to the rim.
Here's Morant. Oh, my goodness, the slam.
And leave it up to Morant to put on a show. What a spectacular dunk.
Outside Edwards. On the wing, DiVincenzo. He's got 6.
Oh, man, that's tough. That's definitely one he'd like back. Almost too wide open.
There's the lob to Jackson. It's stolen by Gobert. Edwards against Smart. Edwards kicks to Gobert. McDaniels passes to Gobert. Now here's Morant for 3. Offensive rebound. Smart. Gobert against Jackson. Into the lane. Outside for Smart. Just 4 to shoot. Second shot opportunity. Bane, no good.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
He gets it up. No good on the last second attempt there. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Timberwolves lead by 5. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half.
You know, right now for Minnesota, I've always loved when I started the season at home. I'd be eating good, I'd be dominating down low.
And talking about our game now, a very solid first half for the Timberwolves.
You'll see teams.
That is more than enough of a...
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. You have to like what you're seeing from Ja Morant.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
He always wants to be a go-to guy for them. I'm sure he'll be calling for the ball even more in this half.
Kicking off the second half, here's Taylor Jenkins' 5. We've got John Conshaw. Pippen is out there with Luke Kennard. Then there's Edey. And it's Aldama in at the power forward position. Kennard, the pass to Aldama. And Aldama slams it in.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
And that could be the spark they needed to make a little run as they try to even this thing up.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Greg, this is some kind of note. Last year, Minnesota, for just the second time, had ever won a series in the postseason.
Yeah, they've been bounced in the first round, 10 of 12 appearances. But last year's team was different. Their elite defense fueled the conference finals run.
To the wing on the left. Here's Dillingham. No good on the 3. The Grizzlies trail by 3. Here's Kennard. And he jams it with authority.
And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long? Miller with a screen on Kennard. Pass to Miller. Reed with it. And he's going to get whistled for that foul. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Reed with a screen for Dillingham. Now, here's Reed.
Stealing a ball in the NBA, it takes more than quickness. It takes smarts. Run it.
And here comes the break. Timberwolves passing it around. Pass to Ingles. Here's Dillingham. The shot's good on the assist by Ingles. Dillingham's got his first 2 points.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grind-it-out game.
To the wing right side. Now Pippen. Steps back. Pass to Edey, and he stuffs it. What a pass to set him up.
An incredible reverse throwdown. Excellent body control.
And guys, I'd even go as far to say that was a punctuation dunk. Here's Alexander Walker. Still yet to score. Here's Dillingham. Driving in. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a three-point play. Agidi picks one up.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
No doubt. That's the kind of play that can energize the whole team, and they will take it in a close game like this.
Here's Kennard, and Memphis with another turnover here. And while we can, here's a look at the teams that had the fastest hands in the league last season. The Grizzlies, fourth.
You could tell by watching them how much they enjoyed playing defense. They seem to have an endless reserve of energy flying around and pressuring the basketball.
And Reed has it in the corner. Miller finds Reed. Tries the spin move. Ingles passes to Alexander Walker. Three-pointer. Conchar pulls it in.
Shocking that he just bricked that one. The defense got real lucky there.
It's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Miller. The Grizzlies trail by 4. Kennard setting the pick for Pippen. And the slam dunk by Pippen.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, GA, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
Yeah, you like the pick to set up the open shot, but when it leads to a dunk, okay, even better, we'll take it.
Reed with a screen for Dillingham. And the slam dunk by Dillingham.
And slams it home and gets some camera time on the end of it.
He did. He spent a while up on that rim, didn't he? Pippen feeling it out a bit. Pass to Conchar. Fires the three. Ingles with the rebound. Timberwolves leading by 4.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
Grizzlies making a switch here. Williams is checked in.
Williams.
Knocks it loose. Here's Alexander Walker. And he finishes nicely on the way. Now it's a 6-point Timberwolves lead.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Pass to Edey, and out of bounds as the Timberwolves gain possession.
Substitution on the court.
Minnesota's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. It's Edwards on the wing. Over Smart. The offensive rebound. And here's DiVincenzo from the arc. It's good from long range. DiVincenzo's got the lead up to 9 now for the Timberwolves. And we've reached the end of the third. Timberwolves ahead. They finish up. And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. And so Morant will bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. The Wizards on the road to face them after this game. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again. Edwards on the wing. He's joined by McDaniels. Randall out there with Rudy Gobert. And it's DiVincenzo in at the point guard position. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Inside, stolen by Smart. And here we go. Fast break, and Morant's got it. It's stolen by DiVincenzo. Stolen by Jackson. On the wing, Bane. Defended by DiVincenzo. Morant against McDaniel. Bane kicks to Jackson. 6 to shoot. Here's Clark. And the Grizzlies tack on 2 more.
And I love that range there from Clark. At this point in his development, it's not as daunting as trying to be a consistent 3-ball shooter.
Back to Edwards. And the rebound by Jaren Jackson. Out to the wing. Memphis moving it around. Bane kicks to Jackson. outside, Smart. Back to Jackson. Stolen by McDaniels. Fast break, here we go. Here's Gobert, and finished off by Gobert.
Not stopping that. Gobert from there is right around 100%.
Morant outside. Pass to Clark. Bane looking around. Back to Clark. The shot, no good. Randall with some nice deep. And now Minnesota on the fast break. And here's DiVincenzo from the arc. And Bane pulls it down. The Grizzlies trail by 7. Puts up a 3. Here's Jackson, and Jackson throws it down hard.
Oh, this is what you love seeing. Jackson Jr. using that size advantage on the offensive glass.
Edwards against Smart. Strong move inside by Edwards.
He's earning his keep offensively, a key part of their winning effort at this point.
Bane with the screen on Edwards. Here's Morant. The kick out to Bane. From the arc. The shot will not fall.
Questionable shot selection in that three. Not really helping as they try and narrow the deficit.
McDaniels dishes to Randall. Left side, Edwards. Morant with the steal. There's the lob to Jackson. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Won't shy away from the big moment. No hesitation from Jackson Jr. on that shot.
DiVincenzo against Morant. Here's McDaniels. Grizzlies with the rebound. 1:31 left in the fourth quarter. Morant against Edwards. And the foul called on Edwards. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, clearly he hadn't established position there.
Jackson finds Bane. Pocket 6. Morant right side. It's stolen by DiVincenzo. 1:06 left in the fourth quarter of this one. And go outside. Spins. Outside Edwards. Just 5 on the clock. And that's out of bounds. Minnesota will retain possession. Here's Randall. 4 on the clock. Over in the corner, McDaniels. And it's Memphis on the break. And finished off by Morant.
Massive points from Morant, willing to take the big shots.
They'll be trying to take as much time off the clock as they can.
Yeah, exactly. Expect to see longer possessions from this point on.
Left to the wing. Here's McDaniels. Drills the three-pointer. And the Timberwolves lead by 6.
When he gets a quality look like this at the perimeter, he can almost be automatic.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. It falls! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
This team trusts Bane, and he comes through.
Now the Timberwolves with it. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. When they foul intentionally, they're going to have to do that now again and again. They're not in the penalty yet.
Yeah, no way that should have taken so long. They don't have that much time to waste. They need to foul immediately.
And now we've got the intentional foul.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let them dribble the game out.
It's the first, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 5-point game.
Calm and cool, and his free throws put a bow on this one. Nice way to finish the game up.
Bane for 3. DiVincenzo with the rebound. And so Minnesota takes the win. Probably a little closer than they would have liked it, but a win. All right, David, thanks so much. And that about does it for
So the opening line. For the Mavericks. Washington and Gafford combo inside. The two stars in the backcourt, Luka and Kyrie. And it's Thompson in at the 3. And for the Timberwolves, Amp is at the 2 with McDaniels playing the 3. Rudy Gobert is out there with Julius Randle. And it's DiVincenzo in at the 1. Stand two of the greatest. Oh, a big slam!
Oh my gosh, the athleticism. Wow, this is how explosive Edwards can be. He finishes with such force at the rim.
Now here's Irving. Misses the baby hook. Doncic against McDaniels. Pass to Randle. Out to DiVincenzo. Randle, a screen on Thompson. 4 on the clock. Here's DiVincenzo, and he buries his first look.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
Well, when you are the aggressor this early, it is intimidating.
Now here's Doncic. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a three-point play here. And they're not happy with the call here. Coach has given the signal. He's going to use his challenge. Probably a good idea in such a close contest.
People.
The play will be reviewed under NBA rules. There will be 2 minutes to review the
The
play.
NBA was smart to adopt this challenge policy in 2019.
You know, one thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back. If they're adamant that the call was wrong, he'll back them up and make the refs take another look. So they see clear evidence of a bad call, and they're going to overturn it. Probably the right decision.
And give credit to the officials for recognizing the mistake and correcting it. Nobody likes to say they got it wrong, but they fixed it in a hurry. That's their plan to get him an opportunity to finish in tight. That's a miss they can live with.
Grant, we all know how good Kyrie Irving is, but he's especially lethal in the fourth quarter.
And his clutch moments go far beyond his series winner in the 2016 finals. He thrives in high-pressure moments and has done so
Wow! Well, just look at that power. Edwards is unbelievable.
Doncic against McDaniels. Doncic feeling it out a bit. Pass to Gafford. Crafty move, and the layup is good.
attacking in the painted area. Clearly that was their game plan coming in.
Doncic against DiVincenzo. And here's Edwards. And Kyrie Irving clears the rebound. The Mavericks have gone 3 of 4. Off to a nice start. Doncic, no good. DiVincenzo against Irving. DiVincenzo, pass to Gobert. Now here's Randall. Outside, DiVincenzo. Gobert finds DiVincenzo. Outside McDaniels. And here's Edwards outside. Again, the miss by Edwards.
Yeah, and the defense really respects his shooting ability, and they showed it with that tight coverage.
Shoots. Irving, no good.
That was a good look from the mid-range. He'd like to have that one back.
McDaniels from long range. Minnesota again missing. And here's Doncic. He'll bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. Last time they met was in Minneapolis, where they beat the Timberwolves.
I love the defensive pressure they created in their last meeting, forcing turnovers and keeping the offense off kilter.
Well, when you can turn defense into offense like that, it certainly makes the game a lot easier.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Luka Doncic is in elite company. Coach Jason Kidd said he's in the atmosphere of MJ, LeBron, Kobe, the best to ever do it. He's doing something that Dallas has never seen, breaking all the records that stand up in front of him. He is a winner, and he will win multiple championships when it's all said and done. High praise, Brian.
Absolutely. Thanks, Allie. Dallas is shooting 43% to get this one underway. Outside for Irving. Gafford in the post, guarded by Edwards. And here's Doncic outside, and the three-pointer goes. Doncic has got 5 points.
Along with everything else, Doncic is a knockdown three-point shooter.
It's Edwards on the wing. DiVincenzo against Doncic. Outside, DiVincenzo. The Timberwolves need to get off a shot here. Cranes the triple. Edwards has got his third bucket of the night.
I love how competitive Edwards is. He relishes getting revenge like this.
From deep, here's Doncic. Again, Doncic missing.
So far, rebounding has been a focal point for them.
McDaniels finds Edwards. Tie game in Minnesota. And we'll bring you the start of quarter number 2 when we return. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen from the Timberwolves?
I'll tell you what, throughout the first, they did a great job of just running their offense.
Yeah, and I love to see this kind of communication between teammates. Great player movement, great ball movement.
On the court for Dallas here in the second. The two stars in the backcourt, Luka and Kyrie. Thompson, the small forward. Washington holding down the 4. And it's Gafford in at the 5, roaming the paint.
And once he gets to the rim, it's fairly automatic.
Nothing fancy right there. Just takes his 2 points, moves on.
Oh, Doncic hammers one home.
Whoa! Not known for showing off, Doncic with the highlight reel jam. Did I say that? Wow.
In 2024, Luka Doncic recorded 6 consecutive 30-point triple-double games.
That's right, B.A. The first time anyone has done it in NBA history. So if you didn't already believe in Luka magic, well, there's some proof that the magic is real.
And here's Doncic outside. Again, Doncic missing. Minnesota in the lead. Out to DiVincenzo. Randall outside. Back to DiVincenzo. He buries it from 3. DiVincenzo's got 5 points in the quarter.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
Doncic with it. He's picked up by Edwards. And they doubled up Irving to the middle. Here's Gafford. And good. Coming on the assist by Irving. Gafford's gotten his 2nd bucket of the game.
Yeah, their defense is starting to wear down. That's 3 straight buckets at the rim.
Outside for Randall. DiVincenzo against Doncic. Randall right side. It's rebounded by Dallas. And after this one, they're at home against Phoenix. And that's a 1-game homestand for the club. And that one drops for him. Doncic has got 11 points.
So creative on the attack. I like whenever Doncic knifes inside and looks to score.
DiVincenzo against Doncic. McDaniels passes to Edwards.
Edwards just pulling his way inside.
His shooting has been fantastic, and this team has leaned on him.
Doncic against Edwards. Doncic passes to Irving. Kicks it to Doncic.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Over McDaniels. And it's Doncic missing.
Well, that's a miss you can live with. I expect they'll go to it again, especially if the defense continues to concede it.
For 3, DiVincenzo. Gafford grabs the miss. The Mavericks trailing. Well, Coach, Minnesota turning back the clock last year. Most of their lineups had multiple bigs.
Yeah, and we saw how effective it was, especially on defense. Minnesota led the league in defensive rating by a wide margin, and that length was a key factor.
Man, that's now 10 straight points in the paint. I'm not sure what's happened to their defense.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
And something I remember from their last outing, he was excellent at the charity stripe.
DiVincenzo, the pass to Edwards. Back to DiVincenzo. And the 3 off target.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Gafford up top. And the dunk by Gafford.
I just love the aggressive finish.
I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam. DiVincenzo against Doncic. Back to DiVincenzo. Gobert up top. Irving against Edwards. Ooh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. Klay Thompson picks one up.
Well, when Edwards is pulling out pump fakes, it's borderline unfair.
Grant, when it comes to Anthony Edwards, fair to say he's meeting expectations so far.
Oh, no question, B.A. The first overall pick in the 2020 draft, Edwards has been anything but a bust. Now we are seeing him trying to compete for titles.
Irving against Edwards. Irving attacking. Oh, rejected by McDaniels.
A swat from McDaniels with a near 7-foot wingspan. He can cover a lot of ground.
Doncic against McDaniels. And he's gone 1 for 1 in the game so far at the line. And he can't get the first one.
And when we talk about franchise players, guys who can carry a team, Luka Doncic is one of the few guys in that category.
And here's Edwards. For 3, DiVincenzo. That misses. Would have counted had it gone. Oh, what a performance by Luka Doncic. He has... Thanks very much, Allie. And, folks, we'll be right back to start the second half of this game.
The Bucks playing at Fiserv Forum as they go up against the Jazz. 8 p.m. Eastern, that one gets started. And moving on to the Timberwolves now, they're in the midst of a close game.
At the defensive end, I'm not seeing disruption. I don't mean just force a turn.
And that's a wrap on.
Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. Boy, really an incredible game here from Luka Doncic.
Can they come up with an answer for him coming out of the half? They have to change something defensively.
Yeah, I'd love to see what they drew up in the locker room, because you're right. He's the problem right now.
Miller is out there with Naz Reid. Then it's Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Then there's Dillingham. And it's Ingles in at the 3. So that's the lineup from Minnesota. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian, the Mavericks are looking to contend. Coach Jason Kidd said, we're trying to build a championship team, and it's not easy. Dallas has not talked about that for a long time. So to talk about that, it's pretty cool. To be able to build it takes time. We have the personnel, we have the team. Brian, that's confidence.
Yep, and they're in win now mode, Allie. Thank you. Marshall with the bucket. Grant, there's a huge difference between talent on paper versus winning.
You're right, B.A., and it comes down to coaching, chemistry, and sacrifice. But I think the biggest thing is effort. All things being equal, the team that plays the hardest is going to win.
Here's Alexander Walker. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. The Mavericks lead by 3. Kleba passes to Lively. Boy, that foul looked intentional. Not exactly what you'd expect here.
Yeah, I know. It just doesn't make sense given the situation. I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Exum with it. He's picked up by Miller. Exum passes to Kleba. Dinwiddie outside. 6 to shoot. From downtown. It's rebounded by Minnesota.
I can't believe he missed that 3. Regardless, that's not a shot the defense should be giving him.
Alexander Walker, the pass to Reed. Got a hand on it. And now the Mavs on the run. Here's Dinwiddie. Dunks it hard with one hand. Wow, he makes it look easy.
Yeah, the quick thinking of Dinwiddie uses his offensive instincts to bully the defense in transition.
A quick break, and we look at our 2K leaderboard for three-point shooting last season in the third.
In offense.
And here's Dillingham from the arc. Lively grabs the miss.
1 for 4 in the second half. Just trying to get into a rhythm.
Well, Grant, as long as the Mavs have Luka Doncic, they'll be a contender in the West.
Yeah, no doubt. Luka is the special guy who can carry a team. He's an MVP candidate. Year in and year out. And Dallas is just very lucky to have him.
Here's Dillingham. He's covered by Dinwiddie. Outside, Alexander Walker. For 3. Sinks it from distance. Alexander Walker's got 5 points.
That's inexcusable defense right there. You gotta contest the shot better than that.
for three. Dinwiddie. Pure from three-point range. 5 points in the game.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Dallas leading by 5. Lively with it. He's scoreless. Pass to Dinwiddie. Inside. Got a piece of it. Here's Dillingham. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. It's on Spencer Dinwiddie.
Man, he made sure to get his money's worth on that foul.
Dillingham was the 6th man during his lone college season, Grant, and he proved to be instant offense.
Oh, he's got elite speed. He's great at creating space, and he's incredibly shifty. You know, he reminds me of Lou Williams in terms of physique and ability.
And it's good. Fought through contact, hit the shot, and here comes the coach's challenge. He disagrees with the foul. He does not hesitate to ask for a second look. It's a pretty heated game. Every call matters.
So many close calls in every game. The NBA was smart to adopt this challenge policy in 2019.
You know, one thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back. If they're adamant that the call was wrong, he'll back them up and make the refs take another look. So they see clear evidence of a bad call, and they're going to overturn it. Probably the right decision.
And give credit to the officials for recognizing the mistake and correcting it. Nobody likes to say they got it wrong, but they fixed it in a hurry. This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the boards.
Marshall passes to Lively, and now we have an intentional foul. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, bizarre play, B.A. Not sure what got into him.
Here's Dinwiddie. Oh, it's stolen.
Well, that's just great awareness. He was ready and took advantage.
Miller, a screen on Dinwiddie. Pass to Alexander Walker. The jump hook. Here's Dillingham. Shot clock at 5. Outside Reed. Beyond the arc. Rebounded by Marshall. The Mavericks lead by 5. Pass to Exum. Ooh, nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup. And the Mavericks lead by 7.
They're really settling into a nice rhythm now, starting to gain upper hand.
Yeah, you're seeing their offense in a flow. Now it's time for their defense to turn up the heat a little.
Here's Alexander Walker. Drills it from deep. Alexander Walker's got 8 points in the quarter.
It's those kind of passes that bring up the entire team's confidence.
And here's Dinwiddie from the arc. And that'll do it for the third quarter. Dallas on top, up by 4. And we're coming. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Now, I know he's a big man, but he's got some point guard in him if he's making passes like this.
Yeah, well, this is the diversification of positions in this league. Everyone does everything now.
We've reached the fourth quarter in what has been a very competitive game. Should be an exciting finish. On the court right now for the Mavericks. Irving and Thompson fill out the wings. Washington and Gafford the combo inside. And it's Doncic, and they're not happy with the call here. Coach is given the signal. He's
People were worried that this would slow the action down. But with so many close calls in every game, the NBA was smart to adopt this challenge policy in 2019.
You know, one thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back. If they're adamant that the call was wrong, he'll back them up and make the refs take another look. So they see clear evidence of a bad call, and they're going to overturn it. Probably the right decision.
And give credit to the officials for recognizing the mistake and correcting it. Nobody likes to say they got it wrong, but they fixed it in a hurry.
And here's Doncic outside. Minnesota with a rebound. Next game against the Bulls at United Center. It's a quick turnaround on the road. Just one game. That ties the game.
Letting Randall get inside with the ball was a bad mistake. His finishing ability got him to the bucket.
Thompson, a screen on Edwards. Here's Irving. It's rebounded by Rudy Gobert. Gobert's got 4 rebounds now. And it's McDaniels off the drive. And the go-ahead bucket, no good. The Mavericks shooting has been good. 54% in this one. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
A fearless dunk by Thompson, showing the defense they can't force him to back off.
Irving against Edwards. Outside for Randall to take the lead. It's hauled in by Luka Doncic. For Dallas, they've gotten just 1 shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the fourth. Oh, Doncic playing above the rim.
And their offense tonight is Luka, and more Luka. When he's on, it's an opponent's worst nightmare.
And Chris Finch has called timeout. Coach clearly has something he wants to say to his team right now. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Over that last break, I got a chance to hear what Chris Finch said to the team. First and foremost, he wants to see more points in the break. He asked his team, where's the urgency? We know what we can do in transition. Now let's go out and do it. We'll see if they can pick up the tempo, guys.
Appreciate the report, Allie. The 3 from Washington. Fires in the triple. And now a 7-point Dallas lead.
And looking to shoot as many threes as possible. This kind of confidence is impressive to see.
Edwards for 3. Edwards on target.
Well, when Edwards gets this hot, all an opponent can hope to do is limit the damage.
Doncic against McDaniels. Right side, Irving. Back to Doncic. Washington a screen. Lets it go from deep. Doncic, no good.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Outside McDaniels. Edwards, a pass to McDaniels. No good with the triple.
They need buckets to stay in this game. That's not the shot they're looking for.
Irving for 3. Minnesota with a rebound. Randall's got 6 rebounds in the game. Edwards with it. Now Doncic defending. McDaniels from long range. Here's Edwards. Ooh, the finish inside by Edwards.
Well, you need a bucket? Give it to Edwards. He's got that clutch gene.
Doncic on the wing. A minute 22 left to play in the fourth. It's rebounded by Minnesota. Gobert's got 5 rebounds tonight. To tie it up. Edwards, a pass to Randall. Oh, wow! A huge basket to tie the game!
You want Randall with the ball in his hands towards the end of these games. Prime example right there.
Thompson, a screen on Edwards. Here's Irving. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Heady play to stop that easy layup right there. I mean, make him earn it at the line.
And so he drops them both. And it's a 2-point ball game.
Well, make no mistake. This is exactly who they want at the line in this situation.
And Edwards, here we go. Out to DiVincenzo. Edwards looking for an opening. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2.
Now see, right there, you see the patience Edwards has developed. Not forcing it, getting the defender to commit.
He drops the first one, and that narrows the gap to 1. And both free throws good for Edwards.
Well, no doubt about those free throws coming up big in the clutch.
Outside Irving. 26 seconds left in the fourth. Going inside. Kicks it to Doncic. Ooh, McDaniels with a steal. To take the lead. It's in!
There is absolutely no fear in his eyes. He loves the moment.
Yeah, and I can say from experience, his coach just breathed a huge sigh of relief.
Doncic passes to Irving. For the win! Oh, the all-or-nothing shot attempt falls offline. All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. That concludes the first game of the NBA season.
Elk in the 2K spot. Now a look at Dallas's starting lineup. Irving on the wing along with Thompson. Big men on the floor for him. It'll be Washington and Gafford. And it's Doncic in at the point guard. And for the Grizzlies, filling in the perimeter slots, it's Smart and Bain. Brandon Clark is out there with Jaren Jackson. And it's Morant in at the 5. Here we are early in the NBA season, and teams focus on situational awareness. Doris, what have you noticed so far this season?
Yeah, Kev, these situations are really all about execution, right? Are players poised in late clock situations? First of all, do they recognize where the shot clock is? Can they adeptly and quickly read defenses? So those are some of the things I'm watching for.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. Thompson for the triple. Hands it from downtown.
This guy is on the short list of the all-time great three-point shooters. Klay Thompson's stroke is flawless.
Morant outside. We're about 1 minute into the first. Greg, with how explosive Ja Morant is, he has certainly taken his fair share of awkward falls.
And that's what worries you with guys like that. He's already had a number of injuries in his young career, but we all just want to see him at full health.
And Doris, at last season's trading deadline, Dallas making moves for Daniel Gafford and P.J. Washington.
Kevin, this was cool in a couple of ways. For P.J. Washington, a hometown kid. For Daniel Gafford, he grew up 4 hours away. But most importantly, these two guys fit like a glove around the incredible Luka Doncic. Sometimes roster construction just works beautifully.
Now here's Jackson. After Luka Doncic's miss, here's Clark. Memphis needs to get off a shot here, and they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. So first quarter just over a minute and a half in. Here's Irving. Softly drops in the floater.
Well, this is one of the best in the league at converting off contact. What body control by Kyrie Irving.
Pass to Morant. That one doesn't drop. Nice D from Doncic. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Thank you, Kevin. Well, a bit ago, Taylor Jenkins and I were able to chat. We talked about the strategy for taking on a guy like Luka Doncic. He told me that the thing is Luka steals all the attention out there, which allows his teammates to find open looks, so we're not going to let him distract us on defense. So it sounds like they'll be focusing on defending against Luka and company, not just Luka. Kevin?
Thanks, David. And it's Morant missing. The Mavericks leading. A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. And all around the rim that time before dropping in.
And Thompson thrives in those catch-and-shoot situations.
Now Morant. His last outing with 20 points. Outside, Dane. And again, Memphis, no good.
He couldn't believe how open he was. He just couldn't convert it.
Thompson outside. There's 1:54 left here in the opening quarter. And here's Doncic from the arc. Rebounded by Smart.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
Outside for Jackson. Good, and Smart gets the assist.
And that is why Triple J is a stretch 5. He doesn't clog the lane. Jaren really helps to space the floor.
Now, here's Doncic. Scoreless thus far. Outside Irving. 6 to shoot. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
Guys, Kyrie Irving stronger than he looks. Absorbs the contact and still converts.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
And over the course of last year, he was up over 90%. And with a stroke like that, you see why.
Now, here's Bain. High post, Jackson. Washington's on him. Jackson misses.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
And here's Doncic from the arc. And the rebound by Jaren Jackson. Doncic with the steal. Thompson outside. A three-pointer is right on target. Thompson's got 8.
This is what you call a dead-eye three-point perimeter shooter. Klay Thompson doing work.
We've got a timeout call by Taylor Jenkins. He wants to regroup and go over the strategy. 32 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Doncic against Morant. Out to the right wing. Over Doncic. And it's Morant. That time on the assist by Payne. He's got 5.
And you look at how ready Morant was for that. He was on his spot, feet planted, ready to fire.
Doncic looking it over. Irving a screen on Smart. Doncic outside. Plays it up and banks it in.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
And so it's Dallas. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And what do you think, guys, about Dallas here in this one?
Playing inside out in that first quarter led to some high percentage shots in the paint.
It is great when you can get that established early, because to me it opens up every other aspect of your game.
In the backcourt, it's Morant and Smart. The forwards for him, Bain and Jackson. And it's Clark in at the center. That's the group for Memphis to kick off the second quarter. You know, Doris, every so often there are guys that come along that you can build a franchise around, and Luka Doncic seems to be one of them.
There's no question, Kevin, and if I were putting a team around...
And leave it up to Morant to put on a show. What a spectacular dunk.
Doncic outside. Out to Thompson. In the corner, Irving with it. Shot clock at 5. And the rejection by Clark.
Well, this is where measurements don't tell the whole story. Clark is a tremendous shot blocker despite having an average wingspan.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. The Mavericks at last season's trade deadline added length by acquiring Daniel Gafford and P.J. Washington. Coach Jason Kidd says they help on both ends. Gafford has the ability to roll, has great hands. PJ can put the ball on the floor and guard 1 through 5. And then defensively, they both bring physicality. Kevin?
David, there is an argument to be made. That was one of the best trades at midseason this league has seen in a very long time. Irving against Morant. From inside and deep, Irving drops it in. Irving's got 7.
Well, what a move from Kyrie to keep the defenders guessing as he moves in for the score.
Here's Jackson, and he drives in, and there it is for him.
Nice job getting inside for the layup. Got the D thinking, jump shot, gave a little pump fake, and then off to the races.
Irving drives in, uses the glass to finish the layup. Irving's got 4 this quarter.
I could make the case Kyrie Irving is the best ball handler of all time. On the dribble drive, look out.
Smart finds Clark. Morant outside. It's been a few years now, Doris, but it feels like point guard is the position in the NBA.
Well, Kevin, we certainly have our share of great point guards. Luka Doncic, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, they seem to be in the MVP conversation consistently. But the last couple MVPs, you look back, you've got a couple of centers. For a long time, the small forward spot dominated the game. It's really something that's in constant flux. The way he's shooting free throws tonight, you simply don't want to put him there.
Out to Morant. Pass to Smart. On the wing, Jackson. And what a play, just snatched out of the air. Credit the block. On the wing, Doncic. Guarded by Morant. Morant against Doncic. Impressive work inside from Doncic. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Mavericks.
They're contesting shots and have also come up with some significant blocks, putting a little doubt into the minds of the opposing shooters.
Yeah, they've also been alert and active on the defensive end, creating turnovers and turning those into points on the offensive end.
Good focus there from Morant. He just takes them all on and stays locked in on the basket.
Mavericks leading by 10. Outside Irving. Out to Doncic. 1:29 left in the second quarter. Thompson passes to Doncic. No good on the triple. And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for Memphis. And this matchup with the Mavericks, it's the first meeting of the season. And for the Grizzlies, they come in off a good outing against Los Angeles. It's an odd stat, but what I'm going to throw out there anyway, the Memphis Grizzlies set an NBA record last season for players used in a season.
Kevin, this isn't football, right? They had 33 different guys suited up last season. That tells you how difficult it was. Constant change, hard to build chemistry, and let's face it, hard to win games.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Morant. That'll be his second foul of the game.
2 fouls already on him. That is not the way to get your minutes per game up.
There's 39 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Doncic with a screen on Morant. 6 on the shot clock. Irving against Morant. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team. The Grizzlies trail by 10. 20 seconds left in the first half. Outside for Jackson. Pass to Clark. Memphis moving that ball around. Back to Smart. From deep. Nailed from three-point land. Smart's got it back down to single digits for the Grizzlies. Doncic outside. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And so it's the Dallas Mavericks heading to the bench. Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half of basketball right after this.
Looking at Dallas, they don't get their home opener until next game. But tonight, they start this new season on the road. Kind of like...
And looking back at the first half of this game, it's likely we'll see some adjustments for the Grizzlies. And that it...
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. You have to like what you're seeing from John Morant.
He had a fast pass to the lane that first half. Got inside on day.
Now, this guy is such a good finisher on the move, and so far the defense has not been able to counter it.
So Memphis ends up going with the new group. Dante Exum, he's checked in for the Mavericks. Spencer Dinwiddie comes in for Hardy. So with Irving on the bench, here's the 5 for Jason Kidd right now. Spencer Dinwiddie out there with Dante Exum. Then there's Maxi Kleber. Then it's Derek Lively, and it's Marshall in at the 3 slot. Out of bounds, it'll be Mavericks ball. Right now, let's bring up the 2K leaderboard and see the teams that really knew how to clog the passing lanes last season. The Grizzlies 4th.
You could tell by watching them how much they enjoyed playing defense. They seem to have an endless reserve of energy flying around and pressuring the basketball.
Pippen against Dinwiddie. Exum deciding where to go with it. For the 3. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. The Wizards on the road to face them after this game. That game will conclude a 3-game homestand. Pass to Pippen. Conchar up top. Back to Pippen. Here's Huff. Leave it defending. Huff, no good. Mavericks leading by 10. And when we talk about players with great upside, Doris Derek Lively is one of the first to come up.
That's no question about that. This young man has great length and athleticism. He's adding strength every single day. Eventually, he's going to have some go-to moves offensively, but right now, rim runner, rim protector of the highest standard, and plays beyond his years. Well, we see a lot of emphasis on three-point shooting nowadays, but you'll take that look right there any night of the week.
Poked away. It's 2-on-1. Here's Heaney, and there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
And that's a momentum shifter. A steal leading straight to the basket.
Dinwiddie outside. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. And the Mavericks lead by 11.
Well, Spencer Dinwiddie can make an impact in the painted area. He's got size at the position.
Pass to Huff. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Driving to the basket. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Dinwiddie against Pippen. Dinwiddie attacking down low. Now here's Exum. Kennard covering. From about 16, the Grizzlies pull it in.
Well, defenses are content to give up the mid-range, right? It's not the high percentage restricted area or the three. You can see they're prepared to give up that shot.
And with an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Kevin, if you want to win, of course, playing both ends of the floor is essential. Former Defensive Player of the Year, Draymond Green, says, we've seen teams for years make the mistake of thinking they can put a great offense out there and win. You run up against a team that's just competent offensively, but they play defense, you're going to lose. Kevin?
You got the 1-2 punch, as Draymond talks about. Man, that is something tough to get by. BA thanks.
Let's remember, this guy's got a 9'4" standing reach and a vertical that's ridiculous. Lively just getting to the rim.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
And there's a whistle that goes on John Conchar. That's his first foul. Dinwiddie against Pippen to the left side wing. Lively inside. And finished off by Lively.
And when the score is as lopsided as it is, and you can see they smell blood in the water, our man is going for the jugular. And you know what? One of the few bright spots in this game for them today. He's kept his edge even though they've been trailing.
Pippen against Dinwiddie. Shoots. And the Mavericks getting another bucket right there.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
Pass to Kennard. 16 seconds left in the third. Shot clock at 6. Plenty of daylight on that. Conchar's got 5 points in the quarter. Dinwiddie surveying the floor. Now here's Exum. Here's Lively. And so it's the Dallas Mavericks holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an
easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver, and he did just that.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. They've got Pippen. He's out there with Luke Kennard. Edie out there with John Conchal. And it's Huff in at the 4 slot. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks.
Substitution on the court.
And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That is his first foul of the game.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Here's Smart. Floats it up there for Morant. And finished off by Morant.
And what a show Morant is putting on. Every time he touches the ball, you feel like he's going to score.
Doncic kicks to Gafford. Thompson outside. Pass to Irving. Clock at 6. There's the 3. It's Clark with the rebound. The Grizzlies trail by 4. Morant with it. Picked up by Thompson. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That one on Thompson. And Greg, at the time Kyrie joined Dallas, there were some questions around how he and Doncic would fit together.
Yeah, well, Dallas needed another ball handler who could score and make plays for others. Doncic couldn't do it all by himself, especially in the postseason. Now they're trying to build around those two guys.
Well, they're winning largely because of this guy's play. He has been sensational.
Bane passes to Smart. Back to Bane. Memphis moving that ball around. To the middle. Marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
And don't sleep on Baines' ability to go right to the rack. That'll happen more often than not.
Irving passes to Doncic. Right wing, pass to Washington. Banked in off the glass. Washington's got his first basket of the night.
And you can feel the excitement in the building. Both of these teams pouring it on.
There's been a bit of a flurry here late, and this game may come down to which side gets a stop or two.
Striking fast inside. Bane isn't going to miss a chance at a look like that.
Doncic against Smart. Outside Irving. And it's Morant with the rebound. The Grizzlies trail by 4. Smart finds Bane to the inside. Gafford with the steal. It's Clay off the drive.
Well, Thompson is having no trouble finding himself shots, and he'll just keep pouring them in as long as he can.
Doncic against Morant. Pass to Bane. Morant outside. Into the lane. Offensive rebound. On the wing, Bane. Jackson setting the pick here for Clark. And the dunk by Jackson.
And that's a player with no fear. Jackson steps to the forefront, goes out and gets them a massive bucket.
What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Mavericks?
No adjustments made by the other team, and they couldn't defend against the speed of this group. They've been running over them in this one.
I think one of the things that also strikes me is their activity forcing turnovers, coming up with steals. It has really shaped the tenor of this game.
The Grizzlies trail by 3. Morant with it. The kick out to Bane. Clark the pass to Bane. To tie it up. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Baines got it all tied up now for the Grizzlies.
Oh, incredible. Baines just does not back down.
Morant's against Irving. Pass to Doncic. The kick out to Irving. Offensive rebound. Doncic passes to Gafford. Morant with the steal. And now the Grizzlies fast break. Clark finds Morant. 29 seconds left in the fourth. Outside for Jackson. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
Boy, not on the same page there. And in a possession ball game, that's a big mistake.
And here is Doncic. Pass to Thompson. It's good!
Beautiful, these defensive breakdowns, especially down the stretch.
And right now, neither side can get a stop. Looks like both coaches will have plenty of material for the film room.
Here's Payne. Oh, he had a chance there to send it to overtime, but they come. All right, David, thank you. And that'll do it for the first game of the NBA.
you say does that?
And now, 2K Sports. Grant, nothing quite like the first game of a brand new season. So many possibilities.
You know, BA, for the players, you're excited and relieved at the same time. You get to see all the hard work you put in during the offseason pay off.
And a look at Minnesota's opening lineup. Ant is at the 2 with McDaniels playing the 3. Rudy Gobert is out there with Julius Randle. And it's DiVincenzo in at the point. Now here's Bane. Jackson outside. Back to Bane. The 3 is up. The shot that time not on target. And here's Minnesota now. McDaniels got room. And they cash it in right away with a quick shot.
A versatile guard, DiVincenzo is excellent at hitting his teammates in their spots.
Outside Bane. And Gobert with a block. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Bane. All right, Clark, how about Rudy Gobert? What consistency rebounding the ball.
Yeah, averaging double digits pretty much every season, BA. And that helps them in the battle of possessions, obviously. And it also helps them control pace. You've got a guy who eats glass like that and defends at a high level. You got something real good for yourself.
Outside for Randle. It's Edwards on the wing. 6 on the shot clock. The 3, Randle. Oh, my. Came close to a 4-point play. He'll head to the line for 3 free throws. Jaren Jackson picks one up. Minnesota shooting their first free throws tonight.
You know, a reliable veteran like Julius Randle is so valuable. He provides a foundation for everyone else to play off of because they know he'll be there to score and help out. He makes it easier for other players to succeed around him.
And, you know, the impressive ascension of Randle has been a lot of fun to watch. I mean, he's a double-double threat who plays with relentless energy.
Now here's Morant. Pass to Bane. Morant surveying the floor. With the drive. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
I mean, just an agile move by Morant down low, working around the contact and getting it to go.
All right, let's go to Allie LaForce, who had a chance to visit with head coach Taylor Jenkins.
I asked him how Rudy Gobert alters their usual game plan. Coach acknowledged that he's a factor and said Rudy definitely demands more from us offensively. We have to be careful where we put our shooters with him waiting for swats. Coach thinks intelligent offense is what it takes to beat Gobert. Back to you.
Good job there, Allie. Thanks.
And I love the response by Morant, draining the revenge 3 in style.
Edwards against Smart. The kick out to Edwards. Driving to the basket. Oh, and Jackson with the defensive effort.
Well, you got to miss sometimes, but that one seemed like a gimme.
And out of bounds, Minnesota will have it.
First in opponent field goal percentage, and they did a lot of damage from range. Third in three-point shooting efficiency. It was central to their scheme.
And when you consider how hard they played on defense last year, their opponent field goal percentage was the best in the league. You got to love the effort they showed on that end. Now here's Edwards. Outside, DiVincenzo. Back to Edwards. Pass to McDaniels. Randall outside. And here's Edwards outside. The Grizzlies pull it in.
Impressive closeout on a skilled shooter. That is how you defend shots from downtown.
Oh, Clark with the slam.
Not just an aggressive scorer, Morant is also a fantastic distributor.
Clark with Minnesota being a major player in the West now. Wolves Nation is howling.
Howling and growling, B.A. That's the name of their fan base. And, yeah, they're excited. And for good reason. Not only is this team competitive, but they can be downright dominant at times, especially at the defensive end of the floor. Easy group to cheer for.
And here's Morant outside. Minnesota in the lead. Here's Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
And we all know how explosive Edwards can be, reminding us there with that thunderous slam.
Clark with a screen on McDaniels. From deep, Payne. Oh, drew the foul and almost hit the three-point bucket. But he'll head to the line for three.
Second team.
Good defensive intensity, but you have to stay in control always.
Especially on the three-point attempt. I mean, you have to defend that shot without fouling. Now you give a guy 3 free throws.
And such a unique player. Bane is a powerful guard with an incredibly soft touch.
Morant against DiVincenzo. Randall a screen on Morant. For three, DiVincenzo hits the three-pointer. DiVincenzo's got his second basket on the night.
And the three-point shot of DiVincenzo is dangerous. Defense cannot allow him to get airspace from there.
Outside Bane. The three ball. Gets the three ball to go. Bane's got 5.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Now here's Edwards. Coming in off 21 points in his last outing.
Watch out now. Look out below. Edwards rising to the rafters.
Bane against McDaniels. Jackson left side. Back to Bane. Launches it. Rudy Gobert with a rebound.
And he's having an ugly quarter from the field. It seems really frustrated.
Yes, it's good.
An outstanding first quarter from the field.
You're exactly right. I mean, everything seems to be dropping. Impressive scoring here.
Fires the 3. Morant, no good. Outside, DiVincenzo. Randall outside. Oh, he missed the chippy right there.
Yeah, you have to knock those down. Open shots inside the arc are rare in this league.
Offense is coming free and easy as we wrap up the... Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And when you consider how Minnesota is doing, guys, your thoughts?
Well, clearly they played well in the first period because of their selfless attitude.
Yeah, and you know, so many of their hoops came off an assist, which is a good sign of ball movement and sharing that ball.
Morant and Smart make up the backcourt. Bane and Jackson Jr. holding down the forward spots. And it's Clark in at the 5. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. Here's Edwards. And they get it back. Poke loose. And stolen by Bane. Clark with it. DiVincenzo picks him up. Here's Morant. That one is off. Randall with some nice D. And Marcus Smart picks up the foul. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Here's Gobert. Oh, ferocious from Gobert.
Gobert plays as tough at the rim offensively as anybody in the league.
And Anthony Edwards has stated that his goal is to ultimately surpass Michael Jordan.
Hey, look, that is a lofty goal to run after. I don't know if he'll catch him, but I like the fact that he's ambitious enough and confident enough to put it out there. His ability speaks for itself. This guy's a star already, and his star continues to shine. His work ethic and confidence give me belief that he's going to have a chance to at least get close to that. You know, about 25 years ago, there was a guy named Kobe Bryant who sought to do something similar to what MJ did, and he got pretty close to matching.
Here's DiVincenzo. After the basket by Memphis, Randall out to DiVincenzo. Oh, stolen by Morant. And up the court come the Grizzlies on the break. And it's Morant. So quick.
Yeah, teams try to get physical with Morant, but he shows exceptional body control off the contact.
And one thing that Morant has always been elite at, finding a seam in the defense and getting to the rim.
Yeah, any crack allows him to get inside. And as good as anyone at splitting a double, which he sees a lot of. So once inside, he can finish with authority or kick it out to a shooter.
DiVincenzo, the pass to Randall, the kick out to Edwards. And it's going to be a 3-second call. And let's take this time to bring up the list of last season's elite shot blocking teams. The Grizzlies 4th, number 5, the Timberwolves.
One look at last season's shot blocking numbers, and it's clear that these are two squads that love to play the physical game down in the paint.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Anthony Edwards. That'll be a second foul of the game.
And just wasn't able to set up in time.
Yeah, and as quick as players are at this level, in this day and age, I mean, you've got to be perfect in your anticipation to draw the charge.
Now here's DiVincenzo. He's got 5. Pass to Gobert. DiVincenzo on the wing. McDaniels with it. The 3. The rebound by Jackson. And here's Memphis. They've gone on an 8-0 run. Outside Morant. Fires for 3. Yes! A Morant 3!
Yeah, Morant showing a bit of confidence knocking down that 3.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Brian, John Morant is excited to be back on the court, and he's looking to lead this Grizzlies team back to the postseason. He said of the adversity, quote, "It made me better. I'm just grateful and thankful for the position I'm in." Brian, it's great to have him back in action.
Yeah, everyone loves a comeback story, Allie. Thanks. Kicks it out to Smart. Pass to Morant. Jackson outside. Just 4 to shoot. From deep Payne. That basket is good. Off the assist from Jackson. Payne's got 8. Brett, we're starting to see more players throwing alley-oops to themselves off the backboard. Did you ever do that?
In practice, maybe, but although I had some leaping ability early on, I never had the audacity to do it in a real game. And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Here's Smart. Oh, deflected. DiVincenzo with the steal. Here's the break. From deep. Here's Randall. Out to DiVincenzo. Gobert with a screen on Morant. Here's DiVincenzo. And another basket for Minnesota.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Now here's Morant. He's got 11. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Anthony Edwards. That's his 3rd foul of the game. 1:03 left in the first half of this one. Here's Morant.
He hasn't helped the cause with his shooting, but his teammates have had his back.
Pass to Jackson. Clark in the post. Guarded by Edwards. Offensive board. Kicks it out to Jackson. Launches a 3. Unable to get that one.
He had more than enough room to hit that. Just couldn't make it happen.
McDaniels passes to DiVincenzo. Back to Daniels. Outside, DiVincenzo. Just 5 to shoot. Back to Daniels. The Timberwolves need to get off a shot here. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Here's Morant. Down low. Here's Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
Making sure of it with the two-hand slam, B.A.
Yeah, I don't blame him. With the score this tight, you cannot take a chance here.
I get the feeling, guys, that he may be sensing that this is a critical time in this game.
Minnesota shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight. And he's good on the second. Ooh, McDaniels with a steal. And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. Grizzlies out in front, up by 3. Well, now a minute to check in with Allie LaForce. Allie, as always, thank you. We'll be back right after the break for the third quarter here on 2K Sports.
The Bucks playing at Fiserv Forum as they go up against the Jazz. That one gets started at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Changing gears now. Fellas, we need to talk about how dominant Ja Morant looked in that first half.
I like the aggressiveness.
Thanks for tuning in.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. Oh, a fantastic game from Ja Morant in this one.
Yeah, he's kind of been the floor general for them tonight. A lot of assists for him.
And, you know, that's not a job they asked him to do very often, but in the first half, I thought he was in perfect sync with his teammates.
On the court for Minnesota, Miller is out there with Naz Reid. Then it's Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Then there's Dillingham. And it's Ingles in at the 3, the small forward.
Tell you, I love the effort from the defense there, but inside, Reid just had the strength to overpower.
Pass to Huff. Back to Kennard. Over Dillingham. And it falls all over the rim and in. Kennard's got his first 2 points of the night. After 3 straight playoff appearances, the Grizzlies sadly missed the postseason in 2024.
You know, really by no fault of their own, B.A. Injuries ruined what fans were hoping would be a big year for them. You know, it just goes to show there's no safe bets in this league.
They set the pick. Pass to Huff. Here's Edey. And he banks in the layup.
And it's no surprise they want to get him the ball to start this half.
And the defense to me looks a little stale, like week-old bread. I mean, they made that way too easy for him. They need to get back into the flow here.
And you have to love it. The floor general taking things into his own hands.
Just the aggression they're looking for, man.
And it just forces the defense to pay more attention to him, guys, which we know can open up things for others.
Pass to Kennard. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The 3. And the three-pointer goes. Kennard's got 5 points now in the quarter.
They found a nice groove in this half, starting out 3 for 4.
Here's Dillingham. Defended by Kennard. And it's out of bounds to Minnesota. And a look now at Minnesota's upcoming schedule. On Thursday, they'll go up against the Bulls in Chicago. Then on Friday, they'll kick off a homestand, starting with the Portland Trail Blazers.
And that game against the Heat, that will be their 4th outing in this young season. Coach will want to have his team starting to build a rhythm by then. This is legit showmanship right here. I mean, I'm a huge fan of the tomahawk there.
That's more than just getting 2 points. That was sending a clear message.
Well said, because it really could shift momentum here. I mean, the energy you see from the guys on the bench, when they get pumped up like that, I think everybody gets pumped up.
To the paint. Out of bounds, the Timberwolves will take it. Our 2K leaderboard, focusing on last year's three-point shooting leaders. You look at Kennard, never leave him open. 2nd in the association from deep. And, of course, Mike Conley doing some great work. This is a guy you cannot leave alone behind the arc.
It was fun watching both of these guys tear it up from downtown. It just seemed like any chance they got to take the deep ball, they took the shot without hesitation. I just love the confidence. We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
That's 2 points they should have had.
Oh, hey, how about big that? Big time right there. Big time.
Whoa. Oh, save that for the dunk contest. That flush was so extra.
Whether or not this game is close, he's the same guy, focused on finishing firm at the rim.
Well, I tell you what, guys, the young kids like to say, that's doing too much. That falls into that category. That was too much.
Now here's Alexander Walker. The D's right on him. Pass to Dillingham. He takes it in.
Oh! Wow.
Get
Come
out
on,
the way!
with authority. Come on now, guys. That's flat out insane.
Hey, when's the last time you saw a jam like that?
And guys, it's going to be a long time before we see another one just like that.
Here's Huff. They need this. He buries it from three. Huff's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for three.
Their defense has to do a better job of smothering those shooters.
Outside, Alexander Walker. Off target from outside. For Memphis, they've gotten 4 of 7 shots to drop in the third. With some arc. And it's good on the layup. Huff's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Boy, that was a sweet-looking teardrop. There's very little defense for that.
Here's Dillingham. 10 points for him. Drives to the hoop. On the wing, Ingles. Pass to Dillingham. And here's Reed. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Reed's gotten his second bucket on the night.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Here's Edey. Puts the move on. No good on the layup. Good if it goes. That shot is off. It's still anybody's game as we reach the end of 3. The T-Wolves on. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. I mean, it was also excellent anticipation of the movement of his teammates before the pass. Just great harmony on all sides.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far. With this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. We've got Edey, Luke Kennard out there with John Conchar. And it's Williams, and it's Huff in at the 4. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
So Memphis ends up going with a new group. Edwards with it, and Clark picks him up defensively. It's stolen by Smart. Pass to Moran. And he lobs it up. And stolen by Gobert. Fast break, Minnesota. Fires from the wing. And all around the rim that time before dropping. And the Timberwolves lead by 1. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Timberwolves.
Yeah, they've collected an impressive number of steals so far, using fast hands to force some turnovers and then scoring on the other end.
And I love the fact they kept the pressure on, really pushing that ball, running it up the floor. I love seeing that. A team staying aggressive even when they're playing well.
Locks them up and hauls it in. Love the high activity level.
Circus shot, Ja Morant.
Throughout the second half, they've achieved excellent efficiency on the offensive end.
Yeah, they're in a nice zone right now, and that basket looks, you know, it can handle 2 balls at once. It looks like now it can probably, for them, handle 3 or 4 balls at once as well as they're shooting.
Smart outside. Morant with a screen on DiVincenzo. Smart passes to Morant. And then Morant with the dunk!
Yeah, just picking apart the defense. Smart moves things around to create a shot.
And Chris Finch has called timeout. No doubt he's going to utilize the opportunity to make sure they're all on the same page here. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what Chris Finch was going over with his team. He told the team he has complete faith in them, saying, we're right there, now we've just got to make that push and really take hold of the game. We can do that. To me, it looked like his players are on the same page with him. Guys, back to you.
All right, Allie, thanks once again. Smart looking around. Outside Bain. Pass to Clark. It's deflected.
Well, you can't go up weak against Randall, otherwise he's going to block.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the boards.
We've seen it time and time again in games. Effort and determination on the glass can make up for a lot of other weaknesses.
First team foul.
A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. McDaniels against Bain. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Edwards.
And as a defender, Bain makes good use of his speed, staying on the shooter.
Edwards can't hit. Count it.
At every level, Edwards has been the go-to guy for his team. It's in his DNA.
2 minutes remaining to go.
Morant against Edwards. And it's an impossible move. John Morant.
Can you say prime time player Morant? He enjoys delivering for his team in these parts of the game.
Outside Edwards. Pass to Gobert. Morant against DiVincenzo. McDaniels passes to Randall. Ooh, excellent D there from Jackson.
Usually, guys, he's going to knock that one down from there. Proficient at operating in that medium range area. Not an easy rebound at all. But when you win that kind of battle, it gets your blood pumping.
Out to DiVincenzo. Outside Edwards. Gobert passes to DiVincenzo. And he sinks it.
Great to see guys who don't back down under pressure. Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game. Yes.
Clark, the pass to Jackson. Jackson, the screen. Smart with the ball. And it's Gobert picking him up.
This is what Gobert is known for. His ability to swat shots away with ease. You know, I think the effort on defense there has everything to do with why he missed that shot. Well done.
Edwards against Morant. Outside Edwards. Pass to DiVincenzo. Right side Edwards. And stolen by Jackson. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. From deep, Bain. Off target from downtown.
Great anticipation on the tip-in. He was ready to make that play.
And Chris Finch calls timeout here. Great time to call his guys into the huddle at a very tense moment in this game. Obviously not a lot of time to work with. What do you guys think we're going to see?
Down 1 with just enough time for a couple passes and a shot. We'll see what they can do.
And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Clark. And so the big win by Memphis in a tight game. That was an incredible night of hoops. A tremendous finish. They waited in. All right, Allie, thank you. And that'll do it for this inaugural game of the NBA season. For Grant Hill, Allie LaForce, and Clark Kellogg.
And a look behind the curtain here. Final prep. We are live. It's a third. Dan, what's something you try to establish at this stage?
I think there's two things, Kevin. First, we're trying to build our habits the right way, everything. From the way we practice, to the way we prepare for games, to the way we warm up, all of it. And then second of all, we're trying to figure out our rotations. Who's going to start, who's going to come off the bench, which groups work well together. It's an ongoing process.
A lot of moving parts, you're right. And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. Edwards on the wing. He's joined by McDaniels. Julius Randle is out there with Rudy Gobert. And it's DiVincenzo in at the point guard position. Now Doncic, after Anthony Edwards missed from long range. Doncic with it. Stolen by McDaniels. Tipped away. And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by Gafford. Here's Edwards. Pass to DiVincenzo. Irving with the steal. And it's the Mavericks on the break. And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. Nails the wide open jump shot. Irving's got the first points up on the board for the Mavs.
And Irving can change the course of a game with his ability to shoot the three.
The three for DiVincenzo. Connects from three-point range.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Now, here's Doncic. Five on the clock. Out to Thompson. Three-pointer. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. You know, Coach, what more can you ask? The reigning four-time Defensive Player of the Year, Rudy Gobert.
Well, Kevin, since you asked, his impact in the playoffs hasn't always been the same as during the regular season. That's got to be the next step.
Here's Irving. Anthony Edwards making his last shot. Thompson, a screen on Edwards. Out to Thompson. Fires the three. Minnesota with the rebound. And the wide open shot from DiVincenzo. Out of bounds. Dallas will take possession. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Yes, Kevin, I caught up with Jason Kidd just a few minutes ago. And we talked about the tall task of facing Anthony Edwards. Coach said he is so physical. Ant looks more like a linebacker than a wing. So we can't foul Edwards too much. That's playing right into his hands. So they'll try to play him tight without sending him to the line. Not easy to do. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David.
First team foul.
And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Count that one.
And that's a defensive miscue there. You can't let Irving get that kind of position inside.
Edwards passes to DiVincenzo. Sinks the three-pointer. DiVincenzo's got 6 points.
And off to a strong start offensively. He's got a nice touch.
Irving sets a screen for Doncic.
2 minutes.
Outside Irving. Here he goes. Back to Doncic. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. And now here's the 2K leaderboard with the list of the NBA's best teams from three-point land a year ago. In the third spot, the Timberwolves.
Their long-range shooting last year was nothing short of spectacular. I mean, they were absolutely unconscious from the three-point line.
Now here's DiVincenzo. 6 points for him. There's 1:38 left here in the first quarter. 6 on the shot clock. Here's McDaniels. Pass to DiVincenzo. For 3, Edwards. Off the mark. His first miss of the game. 1 for 2. Well, we know, GA, the Mavs are so adept at hunting the matchups they want. They're patient and methodical.
They never look like they're in a rush, right? Even when you send a double or trap the ball, the Mavs stay calm and know where to go. It's what makes slowing down their pick and roll so difficult.
Now here's Edwards. After Luka Doncic's miss. Fires from deep. Edwards, no good.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Gafford kicks to Washington. And he's good on the 3-ball.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
We'll see if they want to trade 2 for 1 here.
Got to time up that clock to do so.
And here's DiVincenzo from the arc. Hands it from downtown. 9 points in the game so far.
And you can see he's got a little bounce in his step. 3 out of 4 to start.
And here's Doncic from the arc. Another 3 for Dallas.
And there's no shortage of fight in Doncic. He's a counter-puncher. Hit him with a 3, and he is coming right back at you.
Now here's Edwards. Coming in off a 21-point game his last outing. Shot and game clock separated by 5. DiVincenzo passes to Randall. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Pass to Edwards. Back to DiVincenzo. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Here's Doncic. Good if it goes. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. It's a tie game in Dallas. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And what do you think, guys, about Dallas here in this one?
I mean, offensively, I thought they did a good job of protecting the ball. And defensively, boy, were they disruptive.
Well, their defense was incredible. Wreaking havoc and coming up with steals left and right. Just a tremendous effort.
So on the floor for Minnesota, Edwards on the wing. He's joined by McDaniels. Rudy Gobert is out there with Julius Randle. And it's DiVincenzo in at the point.
Yeah, that's a good sign for McDaniels. They need him to shoot with confidence.
And standing 6'9", Jaden McDaniels possessing tremendous length for a perimeter defender.
Yeah, Kevin, and he can really move his feet, too. Jaden McDaniels is clearly one of the best and most versatile perimeter defenders in the league.
Boy, have they gotten hot here in the second quarter. No wonder they're in front.
Doncic passes to Irving. Pass to Thompson. It's stolen by DiVincenzo. Out on his own on the break. At the elbow, it's Gobert. DiVincenzo kicks to Gobert. 6 to shoot. Here's Randall. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That one on Thompson.
And the physicality of Randall's game, impressive. It's what earns him those calls.
This league, Stan, is so deep with talent. Are there any players who you think get overlooked in the conversation?
That's a great question, Kevin. I mean, there are some guys who I think get underrated because they play with other guys who are so talented and draw the attention. One guy that I have really seen lately that I think has been better than people think is Grayson Allen, the best three-point shooter or one of the best three-point shooters in the NBA and a very underrated defender.
And he's evolving, isn't he? Looks like he's working on other parts of his game, but he's always been able to shoot, which has been his calling card.
And he's a much more athletic guy than people give him credit for.
Now, here's Gafford. Anthony Edwards unable to get his last shot to go in.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
McDaniels passes to Edwards. From past the arc. It's rebounded by Dallas. Last time they met was in Minnesota, where they beat the Timberwolves.
Yeah, really ratcheted up the pressure in their last matchup, getting steals and just creating havoc defensively.
Well, when you can turn defense into offense like that, it certainly makes the game a lot easier.
And the defense of the Timberwolves stand as good as it gets.
Well, Kevin, they can compete with anyone when it comes to size, not just up front, but on the wings. They're long and athletic, but it all comes down to execution, and they get it done.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. That's the latest, David.
Kevin, thanks very much. The Mavericks have been much improved defensively. Coach Jason Kidd says when you're leaning on Luka offensively to deliver, and he does, you have to be able to cover him. Not just him, but Kyrie. The focus on playing defense and protecting one another is at a high right now. It can't just be three guys. It has to be all five. Kevin?
It is, David. You're right. It's a team game.
Just a super unselfish guy. Doncic is all for getting his guys going. Enjoys setting the table.
McDaniels finds Edwards. And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with this guy.
And while we have a moment, let's check the stats for Gobert. Last season, he played outstanding. Averaged about 14 points, 13 rebounds, and just over 2 blocks. And the phrase stats don't lie absolutely applies here. He's been a monster on the court for this team.
Yeah, look, he is truly the kind of player you build everything around. Your plays, your lineups, it's all about setting this guy up for success.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Edwards. And in front of you now is a list of the players with the highest shooting percentage last season. You take a look at Gafford, leading the league in field goal percentage. He always gets good looks. And, of course, Rudy Gobert. He's in that same group. Also someone that shoots at such a high percentage. Top 5 in the league.
As well as these two shot the ball, it was a nightmare situation for a defender guarding either one of them. It's so hard to stop them from getting their shots off.
Well defended that time. He's a shooter that the D has to close down on quickly when he's ready to pull the trigger.
Oh, here's Edwards. The three for DiVincenzo. That's in, coming off an assist from Randall. DiVincenzo's got the game tied up here for the Timberwolves. Doncic against DiVincenzo. Doncic left side. To the right side. Gafford finds Doncic. Irving from long range. Trains the three-pointer. Irving's got the lead up to 3 now for the man.
Yeah, that's his second made 3 of the quarter. 3rd of the game so far.
Edwards, a screen on Irving. Here's DiVincenzo. Makes it off the glass. DiVincenzo's got 17.
Yeah, he's in such a great rhythm right now. Makes sense to get him the ball any way you can.
Yeah, when you have a guy playing like he has been recently, he's got to be the first option on every possession.
Doesn't go for him. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Mavericks lead by, thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the 3rd quarter. See you in just a bit.
Please direct.
He's feeling it, exploiting the gaps in the defense, getting high percentage looks.
Defensively, you have to find a way to...
And during that first half of play, And that about wraps it up. And as the third...
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Nice game. Great performance by Dante DiVincenzo.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, I'd love to see what they drew up in the locker room, because you're right. He's the problem right now.
We've got Derek Lively. Ante Exum is out there with Spencer Dinwiddie. Then there's... And it's a great finish!
Oh, my.
Guys, close one here. No team getting a huge advantage.
Yeah, tooth and nail fight so far, guys. These sides match up really well.
And too much time in the lane. They get called. For the 3-second violation.
And you can tolerate gaffes like that sometimes, but in a close game, man, I tell you what, that really hurts.
Minnesota's gone 6 of 14 with the 3-ball tonight, just a little over 40%. Down low, poked loose. Reed kicks to Ingles, pass to Alexander Walker. Minnesota needs to get off a shot here. Here's Reed. Kleba with the rebound.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Last year, coach, as you know, the Timberwolves making it to the Western Conference Finals.
Yeah, that equaled their deepest run in team history, dropping that series to the Mavs. Minnesota has never been to the finals, one of 5 franchises who've yet to get there.
.90 seconds now into the second half. Here's Miller. Makes a fantastic move and nails the shot. Miller's got his first points in this one. Guys, what a back-and-forth game this has been.
And that's already resulted in 7 lead changes.
Now, here's Dinwiddie. He's covered closely. 2 points. That one goes.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Well, this is why the fans are here. Each team trading blows, increasing the entertainment value.
The Timberwolves working the ball around now. Clock at 6. Alexander Walker passes to Reed. Kleba with the rebound.
That's not a bad shot at all. It just didn't go in. Sometimes the process is right, and you still get a bad result.
And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Marshall deciding where to go with it. Marshall sets a screen for Exum. Good D by Miller.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
Pass to Reed, and here is Ingles. And it's Miller in the corner. Here's Alexander Walker. Dinwiddie covering. Alexander Walker passes to Ingles. Basket counts. Ingles has got his first 2 points of the night. And Greg, you think about what they call float game. Why does that one shot earn a nickname like that?
I mean, it's a badge of respect, right? The floaters, teardrops, whatever you call them, runners, often the finishing touch to an already well-developed offensive arsenal.
Here's Dillingham. Over to the left wing. And Reed throws it down.
Well, that's what Reed brings to the table. He's got an impressive combination of strength and mobility.
Dinwiddie outside. Pass to Lively. Here's Exum. Goes back up, and he uses the glass on the layup. And the Mavericks lead by 1.
Yeah, that's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
He takes it in. Here's Alexander Walker. He's defended by Exum. Here's Dillingham. Dinwiddie with the steal. Oh, and here we go with Marshall. Nobody back. Pass to Exum. It's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. Timberwolves have gone 4 of 6 from the field since the start of the third. Here's Ingles. Pass to Dillingham. And Lively pulls it down. Dinwiddie for 3. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. 3 quarters of play in a close game here. The Mavericks on top. A chance now to hear Jason Kidd talking to his team, Moblin.
Good D, good pull.
Well, this has been... A great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. And a look at the 5 for the Timberwolves to start the fourth. Edwards on the wing. He's joined by McDaniels. Handle out there with Rudy Gobert. And it's DiVincenzo in at the point guard. Minnesota with the ball. It's a 1-point game. And Edwards with the stuff.
Well, look, you can't let Edwards get this close to the rim because he will dunk it on you.
Outside Irving. Edwards with the block. Irving against Randall. Out to Edwards. Pass to DiVincenzo. With the shot. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks.
And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy misser too.
Yeah, it was a great look. Sometimes they don't fall. You've just got to keep taking great shots.
And certain guys dictate the pace of the game. Doncic as much as anyone.
Back to DiVincenzo. McDaniels against Thompson. Shot clock at 6. And we got a timeout called from Chris Finch. He's clearly intent on wanting to lock in and make sure everyone's on the same page. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, guys, I listened in on what Chris Finch was talking about with his players. Now, he's not pleased with the perimeter game on both sides of the ball. He told his guys, we aren't working hard enough out there. We need to shut down the perimeter on defense, and on offense, we have to focus from good to great. Guys?
Thanks, David. That's tipped. McDaniels with the ball. Picked up by Thompson. Here's Randall, and the layup's good off the glass. And it's a 3-point Timberwolves lead. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Timberwolves.
Well, all you can ask for is your guys to be really active on D, and they've been more than that tonight.
And also, guys, they've been showing how dangerous they are in the open floor. When they see a chance to get easy points, boy, they just jump at it.
And we've got a timeout called by Jason Kidd. He's very aware of the timing here and the significance of getting things squared away with his team. Just 5 to shoot. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Here's Gafford. Gobert with the block.
Nice play by Gobert, providing elite rim protection for over a decade.
Timberwolves leading by 3. Edwards looking it over. Pass to Randall. Back to Edwards. McDaniels with the ball. Good on the bucket. McDaniels got the lead up to 5 now for the Timberwolves.
A smart idea from McDaniels, looking to convert inside.
Nobody near Irving. Bangs home the trifecta.
And make no mistake, Irving wants the ball in his hands in these moments. His confidence is off the charts.
Edwards inside. Guarded by Doncic.
2 minutes.
And here's the fast break. .143 left in the game. Edwards against Irving. That ties it up. Irving's got 5 points in the quarter.
You can't let Irving get comfortable in that pick and roll. Superb at knowing when to shoot in those situations.
McDaniels against Irving. Here's McDaniels. And again, Minnesota will turn it over.
Oh, come on. You cannot let that happen in this situation.
1:19 left in the fourth quarter. And here is Doncic. At the elbow, Irving. 6 on the shot clock. Thompson, a screen on Edwards. Irving kicks to Thompson. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team. Timberwolves have gone an outstanding 4 of 5 from the field in the fourth quarter so far. DiVincenzo passes to Randall. Pass to McDaniels. It's in!
Big time basket at a big time moment.
Yeah, don't you just love to see a player embrace that kind of pressure?
Irving sets a screen for Doncic. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Back loose. I think we'll see them burn the clock a bit here.
Yeah, smart move. They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Yeah, and at this point, the focus is take care of the ball, no needless fouls, and no threes.
Irving for 3. Can't get it to fall. And so it's the Timberwolves who come out on top here. A narrow win under difficult circumstances, Greg, as the visiting team.
It really was, but that didn't seem to bother. I mean, road team.
All right, David, thank you. And that about does it for the first game of the new NBA season. For Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony.
here's Memphis' starting group. Smart and Bain on the wing. Brandon Clark out there with Jaren Jackson. And it's Morant in at the point guard position. And for the Mavericks, Washington and Gafford, the combo inside. The two stars at the backcourt, Luka and Kyrie. And it's Thompson in at the small forward. What's not to love about opening day, Grant? Every team with an equal chance to do something special.
Oh, B.A., that's the way these teams look at it. Regardless how your previous season went, you have a chance to do something special, something great. Time to start fresh and build on that optimism.
And now the Grizzlies on the run. There's the triple. Sinks the tray. Bain's got 5 now.
The second Bain touches that ball, he wants to shoot.
Thompson, a screen on Morant. Irving goes in. An easy 2 on the layup.
Want to score in the NBA? Picks can really force the D to make tough choices.
Morant, the pass to Bain. Back to Morant. And now just over a minute played here in the first. Played it in with a nice touch off the window.
Right now, they are humming along. 3 of 4 to start this game.
For all the adversity Memphis faced last season, Richard, there were some silver linings.
BA, they had a lot of talented young players get more minutes than they might have otherwise due to the injuries, and there is nothing more valuable than experience.
Kicks it out to Smart, takes a 3, and another 3 for Memphis.
Out to a hot start, 4 makes and 5 shots to begin this ball game.
And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for Dallas. 8-point game. Outside Irving. About 2 minutes gone by in the first quarter. Good D by Clark. They set the pick. Here's Smart. Kicks it out to Jackson. 3-pointer. And the rebound goes to Dallas. This is the first they're seeing of Memphis.
And despite the difference in talent level, these teams were fairly evenly matched last year.
Fires high post. And Morant with the basket on the assist from Bain. Morant's got his second bucket of the night.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
Pass to Thompson. To win the run. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
As his career has developed, Clay has added this to his arsenal, becoming more than just a shooter.
Jackson with a screen on Thompson. Smart finds Bain. To the inside. Jackson gets the bucket.
Impressive. Their ball movement has been excellent tonight.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
A bit ago, Jason Kidd and I were able to chat, and we discussed his plan for John Morant. Coach smiled and said, I just told my guys to stay ready out there, ready for anything, because Morant can do so many surprising things. We just have to stay on our toes. Hopefully that flexible mindset helps the defense keep up with Morant's antics out there. B.A.
Allie, thank you.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. You will gladly take those.
Now here's Bain. He's got 5. Smart outside from the arc. It's hauled in by Luka Doncic. Mavericks trail by 8. Driving inside. It's tipped. Smart with the ball. Irving picks him up. Kicks it out to Clark. Puts up a 3. Doesn't go. And he's 0 for 1 from the floor. For Dallas, they've gone 3 of 6 from the floor. Over to the left wing. Here's Gafford. And now we have an intentional foul. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, bizarre play, B.A. Not sure what got into him. I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Doncic passes to Irving. Thompson outside. 5 to shoot. Gafford with the ball. And stolen by Morant.
Good instincts to read the path and get in a position to pick it off.
Clark finds Morant. Back to Clark. Outside Morant. Bain, the pass to Jackson. Now 5 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Clark. And so it's Irving with it. He brings it up for the Dallas Mavericks. trailing by 8, and he drives in. Soft touch off the glass.
Kyrie has the ability to finish like very few players in NBA history, and he shows it right there.
Smart passes to Morant. Here's Clark. Outside Morant. 1 second left. And no good. Trying to get that one to fall. And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies with a... And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from Memphis.
Well, clearly they played well in the first period because of their selfless attitude.
They're playing for one another and focusing on making winning plays. You love to see it.
So on the floor for Memphis to kick off the second quarter. Morant and Smart make up the backcourt. Dane and Jackson Jr. holding down the forward spots. And it's Clark in at the 5, down low. And you got to give this Dallas front office credit for how they've acquired quality role players, Grant.
Well, BA in particular adding length and athleticism. That's helped them defensively, as well as providing some lob targets for Luka and Kyrie.
Pass to Gafford. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. They've led by as much as 10. Back to Smart from outside the arc. Oh my goodness! Smart from way out there.
Look at Smart stretching the issue.
Doncic against Smart. They get it back. And it's out of bounds to the Mavericks as Dallas retains possession. Here's Doncic. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. He was all alone on that one.
And give Luka the ball, and you know what happens next. Instantly, he finds the shot.
Morant looking for an opening. Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
The assist.
Oh, nice one-handed jam there, B.A.
Hey, little exclamation point. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Brian, the Mavericks are making moves to surround Luka and Kyrie with talent. Now they've given up a lot of draft picks, but that's what you do when you have superstars in their prime. With their beefed-up roster, Coach Jason Kidd says, we are deep. This is the first time the Mavs have been deep in a very long time. Brian?
I haven't been able to hear that in a while. They've got some players now, Allie. And it's Washington missing.
And you don't see that every day. Usually he'll convert when he gets that close to the rim.
Smart passes to Jackson. He can't hit that time. Oh, great D that time from Doncic.
He's been off. Still, they're up, so not all is lost.
Oh, yeah. That'll do it.
Wow, an emphatic two-handed slam. Here's Jackson, up and in on the layup. Jackson's gotten 4 this quarter.
This is where you want Jackson Jr. going to town. He's got a nice soft touch around the rim.
RJ, when Ja Morant's at his best, you won't find a more entertaining player in the league.
BA, he is a generational talent. There is no easy way to defend him. That blend of skill, athleticism, quickness, it is so impressive and hard to guard.
That one drops for him. Washington's gotten his first basket of the night.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
And Klay Thompson picks up the foul. That's his first foul of the game.
Klay Thompson. First personal foul. First team foul.
Washington against Jackson. And now we've got an intentional foul.
P.J. Washington. First personal foul. Second team foul.
1:56 left to play in the first half. Clark, the pass to Jackson. Back to Clark. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Morant.
And just look at the effort from Thompson on defense. Still an underrated part of his game.
Irving goes in. Shakes him. Washington outside. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call. Looking at last year, here were the players that led the way in terms of overall scoring. Number 1, Luka Doncic.
For him, it was a season to remember. And I think his fans would say the same.
Morant, the pass to Clark. baseline J is on the way. Oh, he missed that one. 1 for 3 in this one so far. Mavericks trail by 7. Irving for 3. Gets the 3 to fall. Irving's got 9 points.
Something that's not talked about is that he is a high IQ player. You got to respect how fast Kyrie makes decisions, especially when it comes to shooting the ball.
Now here's Morant. Jackson, pass to Clark. On the wing, Bane. Back to Clark. Oh, Clark with the slam.
Improving that vision since he came into the league. Bane with a nice dish here.
Now here's Doncic. Doncic down the lane. Irving up top. Pass to Gafford. Doncic against Smart. Doncic passes to Gafford. Out to Thompson. And it's going to be a 24-second violation. They turn it over. Memphis leading by 6. Outside Morant. To the paint. The 3 is up. Yes! A Morant 3!
As Ja gets more consistent from range, he becomes that much more dynamic. And that, let me just tell you, that's going to be bad news for the rest of this league.
Here's Irving. And that's not going to go. Misses at the buzzer. And so it's Memphis. They have a nice 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. Their key to consistency has been their dominance in the paint. They've been the more physical team. Back to the game after this break.
Gotta appreciate the way they're moving the ball. The offense is flowing like my rap game. When you bring the right beat, you know my name.
You know. And now we get to check out the top performers. And that's a wrap on.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast thus far. We're halfway through the game. Kyrie Irving really making a difference here.
They've leaned on him to provide a lot of offense, and that's how he likes it.
He always wants to be a go-to guy for them. I'm sure he'll be calling for the ball even more in this half.
Dwight Powell out there with Derek Lively. Then there's Najee Marshall. Then there's Dante Exum. And it's Dinwiddie in at the point. That's Jason Kidd's 5 as we get into the second half. Richard, for years, the Grizzlies team motto was grit and grind. You think that shifted?
They're a little bit flashier now, but they still have that underdog spirit. That's what grit and grind is about. They're always out to prove themselves.
4 on the clock. Kennard passes to Huff. 3-pointer off the mark. Mavericks trail by 9. That's tipped. And the ball out of play. The Grizzlies will have it. All right, here's a look at the schedule for the Dallas Mavericks. On Friday, they'll be facing Kevin Durant and the Phoenix Suns. Then on Sunday, they'll be taking on Nikola Jokic and the Denver Nuggets.
What a great opportunity for this team to take a step forward. They have some tough road games coming up, and that kind of stretch can bring a team together. Winning some of these games would be huge for their overall confidence. That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Dinwiddie against Kennard. Exum outside. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Just the definition of combo guard. Dinwiddie with a great pass that time.
Kennard against Dinwiddie. Kennard outside. Pass to Conchar. Buries it down low. And the Grizzlies lead by 12.
Drew the defense and made the proper read, hitting his teammates on the perimeter.
And there's a pick. Dinwiddie with it. Now guarded by Conchar. Here's Exum. And the shot goes down. Exum's gotten 4 this quarter.
Yeah, the combo guard Dinwiddie, so good at figuring out when one of his guys is open.
Kennard outside. Pass to Edie. Richard, you evolved as a shooter over the course of your career. talk about developing shooting in the NBA game.
Well, it dictates what kind of offense you can run. You don't need a bunch of good shooters, but if you've only got one or two, your interior play better be strong.
And so it's Dallas with it after the basket by Memphis on the other end. Dinwiddie against Kennard. Dinwiddie outside. And that one drops.
They're not messing around. 5 of their last 6 buckets have come from the interior.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
We've seen scoring totals increasing, and fans might appreciate it, but NBA VP and head of basketball ops Joe Dumars said, quote, "I think what fans really want to see is incredible competition. The score is secondary to that. And guys, you talk about competing, Joe D brought it at both ends of the floor."
No doubt about that. Well said, Allie.
If they're going to want to close the gap, they're going to need to start running more sets through him. Let your stars lead the way.
And timeout called by Taylor Jenkins. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
First personal foul. First team.
.146 left in the third quarter here. Kennard outside. Jacks up a 3. Lively grabs a miss.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Marshall passes to Dinwiddie. Exum outside. And here's Lively. Pass to Marshall. Shot clock at 5. Over Williams. And the first shot of the night for him, no good. Memphis leading by 8. Here's Edey. They set the screen. Perfect pass to set up the lay-in. Edey's got his second basket.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
That's a great possession. Put your best players in a position to succeed.
That's 10 straight points they've given up in the painted area.
Memphis has gone 5 of 12 from three-point range tonight. Here's Kennard. Pass to Huff. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
I like that. I mean, some physical play inside. He's not about to give up any easy baskets.
And it's a completely new group here for the Mavericks. Both good from the line that time. Irving with it. 9 points in the game. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Here's Doncic. No good on the shot. Smart with the defensive effort.
And they can run out the clock here. No need to rush it.
Yeah, you don't have to be quick. You just have to be deliberate.
Here's Huff. And again, it's Memphis missing. Now Irving to the right side. It's stolen by Smart. And so it's Memphis earning this break in the action. Up 10. The flow of the game is... All right, let's listen in. Head coach Jason.
One possession at a time.
Fourth quarter action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. On the court for Memphis to start the fourth. Smart and Bain on the wing. Jaren Jackson out there with Brandon Clark. And it's Morant in at the point guard position.
That first step of Ja, he's one of the few guys that's not only quick, but fast. And this man is lightning fast.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Kyrie Irving. That's his first foul.
And great job to establish position and square up.
Lively, he's checked in for Gafford. Thompson against Moran. Payne with a screen on Thompson, and it's Moran off the drive. Jackson, the screen. Throws it up high. Throw it down on the lob.
Goodness, Jackson off the sweet pass. Throw it up to him. Jaren knows what to do.
Doncic feeling it out a bit. Pass to Washington. 5 on the clock. Doncic against Smart. Doncic, no good. Grizzlies lead by 14. Smart outside. Outside Morant from behind the arc. That's good. And it's Smart with the assist. Smart has got 3 assists now in this one.
The offensive success is due in part to his quality shooting. He hasn't wasted too many looks.
Here's Clark. And slammed it home. And a foul. A chance at another point at the line.
Second personal foul.
Klay Thompson picks one up.
And this is part of Morant's role as a guard. He's responsible for finding the open man.
All right, let's say you're starting a new franchise today, and you get to pick any player in the league. Who you got, Grant?
Oh, man, there's so much talent to choose from. You can't go wrong with Doncic, Antetokounmpo, or Jokic. There's some enticing young players, too, like Anthony Edwards as well.
Clark finds Payne. Knocks down the long J.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes.
He just can't find a consistent way to score, and this team could certainly use it.
Washington against Smart. From deep, Payne. And another 3 for Memphis.
This has been their game plan here in the final period. We'll see if it continues to work out.
I think when you've got it going from three-point range, you've got to keep it going. It's a good way to kind of pile up the points quickly.
Now here's Irving. Washington outside. Doncic outside. Lays it up and banks it in. Doncic has got 4 points in the quarter.
And how about the handles Luka has? Phenomenal at creating scoring opportunities for himself.
Pass to Jackson. Spins. Scores off the spin.
Their offense is looking like a well-oiled machine, getting any look they want.
Right about that. Seems like they haven't missed.
Now here's Irving. Doncic with the bucket.
His passing has always been a staple of his career. Not too many are better at dishing than Kyrie.
Moran against Thompson. Up top, Jackson. To the wing on the left. Jackson with a screen on Washington. And here's Clark for 3. And the rebound goes to Dallas. Outside Irving. Pass to Lively. Uncovered. And too long on the shot. Memphis leading by 20.
And let's face it, this one was never really in question. They came out with purpose and just overwhelmed the opposition. A great win for the Grizzlies.
And it was a big-time performance across the board. They looked like they were having fun out there, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., it was almost like watching a cat play with a mouse. I mean, they did pretty much anything they wanted to do out there today.
And so this win marks their first victory of the new year. And as most people predicted, the defense, even though they were keying on him, had no answers for Ja Morant.
And he's been a well-oiled machine on offense, keeping things simple on this end, getting the looks that he wanted, knocking him down.
Jackson gets the bucket.
Yeah, they blocked out the noise, blocked out the distractions, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
All road wins. They're just so sweet. They're just so sweet. You know why? Because they are so hard to come by.
Here's Thompson. After the basket by Memphis. Got a piece of it.
You like the effort defensively there from Bane. Completely locked in.
And that one's good. Thompson.
That'll drive your coach crazy, failing to box out. Ugh.
Yeah, you think you gotta stop, and it's wasted because of sloppy work on the glass. You literally practice that every day.
And so Memphis takes this one by a big margin. To walk into enemy territory and deliver a performance like that,